Hey George Reed family, this is Mr. Howe. Today we're going to be doing a demo on our MRE heaters. So a lot of questions you guys have been having. How hot does it get? How long does it stay hot for? So today we're going to be learning a lot about that. So right now I have my MRE heater and I have a packet of water. This water contains salt, and salt, as we all know, is a catalyst for chemical reactions. What does catalyst mean? It means it is something that helps speeds up the reaction. So we're going to see just how fast it could speed this reaction up, how it can heat this up so fast. So we're going to get started. So got my scissors, got my water, and my MRE heater, as well as a thermometer. So I'll show you guys. So I have all the materials needed. So let's get started. I'm going to take the initial reading and turn it on. It is about 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 72.3. So we're going to keep a timer. We're going to check it every 5 minutes and see how hot it gets. As we can see some steam, so it's already working. Set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Counting down.
A lot of steam coming out, so we already know that it's starting to heat up. The chemical reaction has already started. That salt probably helped it just a little bit, because usually it says it takes about 20 seconds for it to heat up, but with that extra salt in that water, it's probably speeding that process up a lot faster. So I don't have a rocker or something to hold this up or keep it steady, so I'm just going to hold it here for the rest of the duration. So check, see if anything has changed. So it's already starting to go up. With a little over a minute, it went up by 3 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll see how long this heater can last. Because usually on missions or when there's hurricane relief, tornadoes, you really want that that heating element to be working fast, so you could have your meals ready, warm, and ready to eat. Start to see some bubbling as well in the water, so it's another sign that some chemical reaction is occurring. So just 3 minutes have gone by. We're going to wait another 2 minutes, take another reading. show you some of what is happening in this MRE heater. Trying to keep it down. There's a lot of bubbles. You see the air coming up? Something is occurring. So just in a few minutes. We're going to take our next initial reading. So see how hot it's actually getting. Oh wow, 108 degrees. So that's pretty surprising. So I'm going to set another timer for 5 minutes. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
So you can see how fast it got, how the temperature risen so fast. All those particles moving so much faster all around, spread apart. So that's how it's increasing the temperature from the surrounding system. So we're going to wait another 5 minutes. As we can see, the bag is starting to fill up with some extra air. Some gases are probably getting created from the water reacting with whatever ingredients that are in the heater. So we know it's working. We know that something's occurring. When you do this, you want to make sure all the water is going up into the heater and not just sitting at the bottom, because that's what I noticed it did initially, but you got to lay it down across something like a rock or something. So it's still hot. I can still feel the heat coming through the heater. It seems like it's still working. Still seems like it's still warming up, but we'll see if there's a dip in temperature as time goes on. As you can see through the camera, still more steam being produced. A lot of steam. As we can see, a whole bunch of steam. That bag is still trying to fill up. The tape's not really lasting. I'm trying to keep it down, but I'm doing my best here. So if you hear through the camera, there's still a lot of sizzling sound. Still a lot of bubbles still inflating. Also, the MRE that we have today is tandoori seasoned chicken with brown rice. Wish I had that when I was in the Marines. Looks a lot better. You see a lot more steam is being produced. Try and keep that. Ooh. Yeah, see, let's about to set up a fire alarm. Wouldn't be the first time. That's my cat, by the way, in case you're interested. Yeah, wow. So we got almost a minute left till we make our next initial reading. So I'm wondering if the temperature is going to rise or is it going to stay the same. You should try to ask yourself that and see if you got it right. We'll check in a minute or two. See a whole bunch of steam, the bag's inflating. Everything's working. In about 20 seconds we're going to make our next reading. Get my thermometer ready. Make sure it's on. So right now it's at 74.5. We'll see how much it rises from there. So alright, in just a few seconds. Alright, our timer is off. So I'm going to make our next initial reading. Oh, Jesus. $183. That's insane. So it's still going. So 183.2. I'm gonna reseal it. We're gonna see just how much longer this could last. This camera is irritating me right now. So timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So our
Counting
initial
down.
reading went from 72.3. After 5 minutes it was to 108, and then it went up, skyrocketed to 103.2 degrees. So it jumped up almost more than 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And the thermometer is still hot. Still reading 108. It's slowly going down. So we're going to give this 5 more minutes and see if it's going to continue to go up or if it's going to lose some steam, which we could tell it's not. But maybe over the next 5 minutes it'll start cooling down. But as you can see, this is why these heaters are so important, because when you're not having electricity, in as little as 10 minutes it could heat up a meal to over 100 degrees. And as I don't know if you guys took culinary class yet, but you want to heat your food up in that, get rid of that danger zone out of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want your food to be cooked at least 180. So in a little as 10 minutes it got there, but let's see how much more heat this can produce. So just 2 minutes into our next 5-minute reading. So hopefully you guys are plotting your data where needed in your Google Docs. Still a lot of steam coming out. It's starting to lose some steam. I think it's all sealed up. While we wait, you can look at my other cat. It's Bam Bam. He's goofy. Alright, back to the show. It still looks like some steam has left. It's still producing some steam. Still hear some fizzing coming out of it. The outside of the bag's starting to get a little wet from condensation. So that's another piece of evidence we know that a gas is being produced from it. So now we just got to figure out what ingredient is causing that reaction. It's still very warm in here. It looks like it's lost its steam, so we'll see in a minute or two just how much temperature could have been lost, or maybe even gained. We'll have to see, have to wait and see. Not as much water as there were before, so a lot of that may be evaporating to some water vapor or maybe some other gas. So it's still very hot on the outside. So we're just going to take our last reading, see how hot it actually is. So yeah, it lost some. It was 115.1 degrees Fahrenheit. So from what the data I charted, we started with an initial reading of 72.3. After 5 minutes, we got to 108. I know that looks like a 3, but 108. Then after another 5 minutes through a 10-minute increment, we went to 183.2. So that was probably the height of the reaction. So we got it all the way up to 183, and then after time, some mass was lost. A lot of that water was evaporated, but it still was pretty hot, 115.1 degrees Fahrenheit. So make sure you plot that data in your data chart in your Google Doc. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. Hope you guys had a great Veterans Day weekend, and also a happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. It turned 247 years old. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to have myself this MRE. I'm going to heat it up again and see how it is. I'll probably be constipated, but alright. Have a great day.